Guys, it is March 13th, 2025, and I hope everybody's been having a wonderful day so far today. As you can see, I'm wearing the new purple merch here. I have tried to film this video a whole bunch of times, and I went to stand up just a minute ago, and I tripped over this tire right here. I've got these seats, they're all made of tires with plywood that's been screwed on the top. And I went to stand up to show the shirt, and I'm not going to do it again. I went to stand up, and I tripped and busted my butt right here just a minute ago. I mean, I fell down hard. But anyway, I just wanted to show that real quick. So we did sell quite a few shirts last night. So if you're interested in getting them, I'd go ahead and jump on get on the Amazon store and get yourself one. But anyway, like I said, I've tried to film this video quite a few times, and I just went on way too long. I want to keep this video kind of short today. But what I want to talk about is a substance that I have spoken to quite a few people about on this channel, and the reason I'm making this video today is I want to make sure people are aware of what this is and what the potential of this is, how addictive the substance is, and it's just dangerous, and I just want to talk about it today. And what that substance is it's called 7-OH, or 7-hydroxymetragenine. The reason I know so much about this right now is I've spent the past 2 days doing a deep dive into the substance. One of the subscribers to this channel, actually there are a couple of subscribers to this channel, I'm not going to name any names, and you know who you are, but once again, I'm not going to say who you are. If you want to go on here in the comments and talk about it, feel free. I just don't want to call anybody out. But there are a couple of subscribers here who have become addicted to 7-OH, and I have talked to them personally about it. And here just recently, I've been speaking to one of the subscribers who's been dealing with this pretty bad. And I just felt like it's probably really important to get on here and to make an awareness video about it, because I don't want people to make the mistake of walking into a vape shop or a smoke shop or whatever, seeing this product on the shelf, picking it up, and taking it home and ingesting it, thinking that it's going to be A-okay, because it's not. If you guys haven't seen the video that I did on Kratom and stuff like that, this is kind of, that topic today. And that is, I don't think it's a great idea to take these chemicals, these substances. 7-OH or 7-hydroxymetragenine is an alkaloid from the Kratom plant. And, with anything else in this world, they always find a way to take a substance, boil it down, reduce it down to its purest form, and, sell it for people to ingest. Because the Kratom, the powder by itself or loose leaf or whatever, is just not strong enough. So people need something stronger. And they're always looking for a way, they're looking for loopholes to jump through so that they can produce a product that's going to become highly addictive and it's going to make somebody a lot of money. And guess what? They've done it with this substance. And like I said, it's called 7-OH. It is an alkaloid of the Kratom plant that does not necessarily occur naturally. Now, when the Kratom is a tree that's native to Southeast Asia, and the leaf is what people ingest. And I think they might ingest the sticks or stems or whatever too. But they pick the leaves, they dry them out, and then they grind them into a very fine powder. For many years, people have been ingesting this. They take that powder, they shake it up in some kind of beverage, and they drink it. I think most of the time, most doses are somewhere between 1 to 6 grams of the ground up powder. And the thing with Kratom is that it has a ceiling to it. Once you take so much just raw Kratom powder, you can only get but so high with it. It gets to a certain point when you've been taking it that it will actually start to make you get sick. So let's say, you take 6 grams, you feel wonderful. You go ahead and take 2 more grams, you get up to 8, and next thing you know, you're puking. And the thing with it is, like I said, is that, and then that's it. You hit that peak, you cannot go any further. With 7-OH, that's not the case. 7-OH is when the metragenine, which is the active alkaloid in kratom it's what gets people high when they ingest kratom. Well, they take that metragenine and they do a chemical process to it. They add solvents, all this kind of stuff. They're basically oxidizing the metragenine and turning it into 7-hydroxymetragenine. The thing with 7-hydroxymetragenine is I'm pretty sure is that when your liver breaks down the metragenine, it turns into 7-hydroxymetragenine. But your liver has to do a lot of work to get it to that point. But also when they dry the leaves, grind it into a powder, and it starts to naturally oxidize, it will naturally start to convert to the 7-hydroxymetragenine on its own. But we're talking about very, very limited, small amounts. So for like 1 gram, you might be talking about 1/10 of a milligram of 7-hydroxymetragenine might be present in that leaf powder. What they have figured out how to do is take that metragenine, do the chemical process, oxidize it, and then they turn it into the 7-hydroxymetragenine, and then they take that and they press it into a pill form. They're selling these pills in the smoke shops now. They're selling like 10, 15, 30, 40 milligram pills. Okay? There are a ton of different brands of these pills up on the walls of these smoke shops. As a matter of fact, yesterday, when I was going to my parents' house, I stopped by a smoke shop really quick to walk in there and do a little investigation for myself. I just wanted to see. And I wanted to speak to the teller in there and ask her a couple questions, and I did, because I was planning on doing a video about this today. And when I walked in there and spoke with the teller, I said, "Can you point out the 7-OH to me?" And she said, "Yeah, it's right there." And there was a whole wall of these pills. All of them were in blister packs, some in 3s, some in 4 packs. There might have been some like single pills or whatever, but I can tell you this much. I had her hand me a couple of them. They were all in the $30 range. She told me that people will pay for that. They're like $36, okay, for 4 pills. That people will be there standing in line outside the vape shop waiting for them to open the doors. As soon as they open the doors, a line of people will come in there in the morning and they'll snatch up those blister packs. They'll pay for it, and before they even walk out of the vape shop, they are popping the pills in their hand, dropping all 4 of them in their mouth, and then leaving. As I was walking into the vape shop yesterday, there were multiple blister packs laying on the ground right outside the vape shop that had already had the pills removed. People are just popping these and just throwing it on the ground. They cannot wait to get them ingested. This stuff is highly addictive, guys. Highly addictive. One of the guys I was watching on YouTube this morning said that that 1/2 of one of these pills is equivalent to a 30 milligram Percocet. I have no idea how strong that is, but I personally don't, but I know that it's a very strong pill to take. And for somebody that's a newbie, somebody that has no opiate tolerance at all, to walk into one of these vape shops, pick up one of those packs, and potentially take all 4 of them not knowing, it's not good, guys. This is a full opiate agonist. This is no joke. This is not kratom powder. This is something entirely different. This is something where they're fooling around with chemistry. And like I said, they have found a way to boil this down to the most concentrated form, and they're converting it. This is not, the straight up metragenine anymore. It's 7-hydroxymetragenine. And they also have something called pseudo-hydrometragenine or something like that. A pseudo something. I have no idea. I didn't have time to research the pseudo stuff. I don't even know what that is. But they had that in there too, and it's supposed to be even stronger than the 7-OH. The point of today's video is that they are selling a substance in these vape shops and these smoke shops right now that is 10 times more powerful than morphine. It is a full opiate agonist. This stuff is super dangerous. It's not only is it a full opiate agonist, they're pressing it into pills. The artwork on the outside of these packages, is all flashy and different colors. But they are flavoring this stuff. They had grape flavor, peach flavor, mango, blue raspberry. Like, what? When did we start flavoring pills? And what does that tell you right there? If they are flavoring a pill, they are marketing it to younger people. And from what I saw, a lot of these people were saying that anybody can walk into these vape shops and pick this stuff up. They don't even card you for it. You just walk in there, tell them what you want, and you pay and you leave. The chick behind the counter told me yesterday that, because I was asking her a bunch of questions about it. And I said, how much of the stuff do you actually sell? She said, before the end of the day, that whole entire wall will be empty. We will be sold out. I was like, are you kidding me? There were probably 100 packs up on that wall. Not kidding. She said, they'll be gone. Sold out. She said, those pills are what keep the lights on in here. That's what we make all of our money off of, is those pills. She said, we sell that many of them. And the thing is, a lot of times we will stop drinking or stop using some other substance, and we'll think, oh, okay, well, here's this other thing, but it's natural. It's a plant. It's not going to hurt me. I can take that. They sell it in a vape shop. How dangerous can it be? Guys, I'm telling you, this stuff's not going to be on the shelf for very long. They're going to get rid of it. Please don't go in there and purchase this stuff and get started on it. It is highly, highly addictive. They say that the withdrawals start after 12 hours of not using it. Like, super rapid onset of withdrawals. And it's the classic opioid or opiate withdrawal symptoms, if not more intense. Vomiting, diarrhea, you don't feel settled, RLS, you can't sleep, changes in your temperature in your body. 1 minute you're hot, 1 minute you're cold, you're sweating. It's horrible. And it feels like your muscles are about to come off of the bones. I have talked to so many people who have dealt with this stuff. And I just watched so many videos. I've read so much stuff on it. I got on Reddit and did research on this, and every single thing that I've seen, every single thing that I read said, if you are smart at all, do not get started on this stuff. You will regret it. And guys, the reason I'm coming on here today to talk about this is because there's just not a lot of information out there about this. There are over 16,000 subscribers to this channel right now, and that's 16,000 opportunities for me to make you guys aware, to bring you the knowledge so that none of you make the mistake and walk into one of these shops thinking that this is just nothing. It's a grape flavored pill. It can't be that bad. Like I said, they sell it in a vape shop. How addictive can it be? Well, you would be wrong if you think that. It is highly addictive. It is very dangerous. And it's one of those things you do not want to get started on. If you get on Reddit and look up 70H, just look at the horror stories on there. People talking about they sold every single thing they had just to go buy more pills. I got on one thread and it was just people talking about all the stuff that they got rid of. One guy said that he sold his laptop just to get a pack of pills. Another guy said he sold his PlayStation 5 just to get one pack of pills. And we're talking about something that costs $600 to turn around and sell it for $40 just to go get 4 pack of pills to get high for one day. And people are taking these at one time. You get a tolerance to this stuff almost immediately. And it clearly states on the back of the package to take half of a pill, but that's not what people do. You pop that open, you think, I'm just going to take the whole pill or take all 4 because it's in this pack. So that's what people do. They don't read instructions a lot of times. And as soon as you do that, your tolerance is blown right out of the water immediately. So the next time that you want to get that feeling, it's going to take 4 pills again. So $40 just to get the high. I mean, I used to spend $40 a day on vodka, so I can't really say anything. But the thing is that I just want to come on here and just bring awareness and education about these things. They're selling it in every single vape shop, smoke shop right now. Like I said, they come in little blister packs. There's three or four pills. They all come in different sizes. They are marketing this stuff as the street names for classic opioids or opiates. I'm not going to say the names of any of these companies, and I'm not going to say the names of the types of pills. All I can tell you is that they are really naming these pills after the street names for classic opiates. Okay? They are marketing this towards people who have problems with opiates or opioids right now. If somebody walks into a smoke shop and sees the label on there, the name of one of these things, and they see that classic opioid name, they're going to go, what is that? Immediately. They're going to say, what is that? I want to try it. And before you know it, they're hooked. And they're at the vape store every single day, spending $40 to $80. I saw some people are spending up to $150 a day taking this stuff. There was one guy on YouTube, he was a weightlifter. He said that he got so addicted to it. And the same thing, he thought, this is just a plant. It can't be that bad. I've taken kratom extracts before because they sell kratom extracts in little bottles, like little shots. He was like, I've taken the shots. I take the stuff and go work out on it. It can't be that bad. He said he took one of those pills and was blown away about how high he got. And he said he was up to $150 a day on those pills. That is crazy. That's $300 every 2 days. I mean, what? I know I couldn't afford that. Can you afford that? Do you want to end up getting that hooked on something? And the thing is, when people get that bad on opiates or opioids, and like I said, this is a full opiate agonist. Receptor agonist. It gets in there, the mu opioid receptor, the same receptor that morphine sits on. It's a full agonist. It gets in there and activates that receptor, and you will blast off to Mars. One of the guys said that he was drooling. I mean, this straight up gives you the nods, guys. This is no joke. This is the people on there said that it is comparable to fentanyl, to straight fent, the stuff you get on the street, the pressed blue pills. It's exactly like the feeling that you get off of that. Guys, you do not want to fool around with this nonsense. Especially if you have worked your way through and worked through all those withdrawal symptoms and all that stuff to get sober, to play around with this nonsense and to get addicted to that. And guys, one of the biggest reasons that people can't stop taking these pills is because they don't want to get sick. Any of those classic opioids or opiates, because you get sick, physically ill. They're not even getting high anymore off of it. All they're doing is trying to maintain and not become ill. And they were saying that if you've been taking it for long enough, your tolerance gets high enough that it's only like a 4-hour long window or so, and you start to feel those withdrawal symptoms, like right away. They said that the withdrawal symptoms come on almost immediately. And like you have that feeling like, I need to take another one right now. And one of the guys was on there. He said that he had to go through withdrawal one day and lost his job because of it. He said he was making really good money too. He said, but he just did not have the money to go to the vape store and buy any more pills that day. And he could not go to work. He was that sick. And he lost his job because of it. There are horror stories all over YouTube. There are horror stories all over Reddit. Feel free to go on there and do your own research, guys. I'm telling you. Like I said, I walked in the vape store yesterday and talked with a chick. She said that is the #1 seller in the vape store. The #1 seller. She said they sell them all day long. People come in there, and when she asked me, when I asked to see them, she seemed concerned. She was like, why are you interested in this? And I explained to her. I told her the whole thing. She was like, good, because I was worried. She said, I could tell that you didn't know anything about this, and I did not want to see you get on it if you've never taken them before. She said, I try to warn people when they come in here that I've never tried it before. I tell them, don't take it. Stay away from it. And she tried to warn me, and I told her, I'm not taking this. I'm just want to do some research for my channel so I can make more people aware about it. I mean, there's another YouTuber, a very big YouTuber, who just made a video. His name's Goblin, if you guys know who he is. He just made a video about it, and it's really upset the 70H community. When I was going through and reading on Reddit, reading about 70H, there were people complaining about that video that Goblin just made, like last week, discussing 70H and how dangerous it is. He made a whole hour-long video discussing it. I'll put the link to his video at the bottom here in the comments, in a pinned comment, so you guys can check it out. I will go ahead and tell you that Goblin, he's kind of a troll on YouTube. Most of his videos, he discusses like substances and stuff like that. He does curse and things like that. So just be careful. I'm pre-warning you guys. But at the end of the day, guys, I just wanted to come on here today, discuss this substance, let you guys know that this is not a substitute for alcohol. This is not a substitute for anything. Especially if you are on the classic opiates or opioids and you're trying to get off, don't go fooling around with this. This is not a replacement. This is not Suboxone. This is not methadone. Stay away. This is not a good replacement. This is not something that you want to say, oh, okay, well, I'm going to get off of this and start taking this now. It's 10 times more powerful than morphine, guys. This stuff's super duper strong. And they say that your tolerance skyrockets almost immediately. Classic opiates or opioids, it takes time for you to start building a tolerance to that stuff. It doesn't take long, but it does take some time. This stuff, they say almost immediately you start building a tolerance to it. And especially if you walk in one of those vape stores unknowing and you grab one of these packs and you take all 4 of those pills, or you take a full pill, or you take 2 pills or whatever, you're only supposed to take half to a quarter of one of these pills. And people are just popping them, not knowing. And that's why I want to come on here today and just let you guys know so that none of you all make the same mistake and get hooked on this garbage. Because it's just not worth it. It truly is not. Stay sober. Don't trade one addiction for another, guys. It's really not worth it. And I think at the end of the day, if you want to vape, if that's something that you're using as a way not to drink or whatever, I understand. I get it. But, try your best to stay out of those vape shops. I mean, really, those places are just... When I walked in there yesterday, I haven't been in a vape store in a very long time. When I walked in there, I could not believe all the stuff that they have in there. It is mind-blowing. I mean, they've got mushroom gummies now, and those are all research chemicals. And I forgot about this, too. The 70H, it's full of research chemicals, guys. Not only is it full of research chemicals, but they use acetone, propane, all kinds of different solvents to dissolve the mitragene out of the kratom. And then to oxidize it, they have to do all this other stuff. Guys, they're using like nasty chemicals to get these products to where they want them to be. This is not like they're just doing some, using water. Now, there is one company I saw that is actually using water to extract it, but I still wouldn't fool around with it. But most of the companies are using, like I said, acetone, propane, as a solvent to pull these the mitragene out of the kratom leaf. And it's ending up in the end product. There was a scientist or a chemist that was on one of the YouTube videos I was talking about, and or I watched, and he was talking about how they ran all this stuff to a mass spectrometer, and there's like 5 different chemicals or substances that they have no idea what they are. None. They do not know what it is. Do you want to put something that they don't know what it is inside of your body? I don't think you do. This stuff's dangerous, guys. I'm being serious. It is highly addictive. Stay away from it. Do not trade one addiction for another. And With that said, I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here for today. I'll probably throw a couple links and a pinned comment for you guys to go do your own research if you want. I highly suggest you do if you're interested in it. Like, if it's something that you've thought about, do your research. Just look into it. Get on Reddit and look into it. There are so many people on there saying, do not touch this substance if you know what's good for you. Every single one of them says it. The people on the videos are saying, don't do it. Like, if you know what's good for you, don't touch this stuff. And that's why I'm on here today, just to make you guys aware. I don't want anybody ending up in that vape store picking something up, not knowing what they're grabbing, and before you know it, they've spent thousands of dollars, they've sold their car, they've pawned off everything they own just in order to keep their habit and not get ill, because that's what ends up happening. You're just fighting not getting sick. You're not feeling good anymore. You're not getting that euphoria anymore after a while, guys. It doesn't happen anymore. All you're doing is just trying to stay well. It is not a way to live. So let's just stay sober today. That's all we have to do. And the day's almost over. I think it's like 2 o'clock right now, or 3 o'clock, somewhere around there. I mean, the day's almost over. And by the time this video gets posted up, it's going to be nighttime anyway, and it's almost going to be bedtime. Let's finish off this day sober, and let's wake up tomorrow and we can try all over again. But like I said, today I just wanted to come on here and just public service announcement and just let you guys know, stay away from this stuff. And I just wanted to bring awareness to it and knowledge so that you guys know. And not just for you, for your kids, for your family, for your coworkers, just anybody. You see somebody with one of those things in their hand, you'll know. That stuff's no good. Stay away from it. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here for today. Thank you so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. And don't forget about the Buy Me a Coffee. I'll throw the link up here. And I'm going to put up the people that donated yesterday through today up on the screen for Cash App, Buy Me a Coffee, and for the Super Thanks. So anyway, that's it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. And with that said, I will see y'all tomorrow. I love you guys so much.